Recently, Anime Last Stand has dropped onto Roblox, and I've been seeing a ton of people playing it, and in this video, I'm going to be reviewing whether or not it's a great game, or actually a pretty bad game. So without further ado, let's get right into it. First off, what is Anime Last Stand? Anime Last Stand is very similar to Anime Adventures, so it's gonna have a lot of the same like gameplay mechanics and stuff. And overall, it strikes me as almost a successor to Anime Adventures. It's way more like it than other games like AWTD, ASTD, and almost identical to Anime Adventures. With Anime Last Stand, it is very similar to Anime Adventures, so of course it's going to have similar problems, being some of like the very low chances to get certain things. But Anime Last Stand actually improves on a lot of this, guys. If we go over to techniques, so this is where traits are normally, as you guys can see, I already have All Seeing on one of my units. And All Seeing is a 0.35%. So that is quite near things like Overlord and Avatar, which are essentially unique. And I have 13 rerolls. I did this without spending any Robux at all. There are codes, like enough codes to get you 50 plus rerolls, and you can get rerolls by doing quests. I think this is probably one of the best systems of the game and takes out one of the major problems with it. So I love the fact that like the reroll system actually works. Aside from this, if we go over, as you guys can see, already it has like a great variety of units as well. And at the summon, there is a lot of like units you can get as well, being like rare, epic, legendary, and mythic. And I believe on the second banner, there's actually an even higher rarity to get. But you might have noticed that I said I had some problems with this game. I really liked Anime Adventures, so what are my problems with this game? My first problem with this game, I feel like it's in a fairly unpolished state. If you go to place down a unit, you'll see there are just some tiny things. For example, having a like normal hitbox around the unit instead of something refined like a circle or some other way of telling how much distance the unit takes up. I feel like there are small things like this that the game can improve on, and aside from like those small things, I think there are some much larger issues at play as well. My main large issue with this game being how they manage progression and story mode. So how progression and story mode is managed in Anime Last Stand, in my opinion, is really bad. How they manage it is they basically go ahead and say, here, play through story mode, and that's basically what you're going to be doing for the vast majority of the game. Story mode in this game is 15 waves per story and 5 stories per like chapter. Now this is about what the same as Anime Adventures is, and my main problem for this is that there's no 2 times or 3 times speed. I wouldn't really have as much of a problem if it was like AWTD where there's 5 waves per story, but no, this one is 15, meaning that for some story modes, it takes up to 10 minutes per little story thing that you do, so it takes up 1 hour per chapter of story. Keep in mind, there are 5 current chapters of story. There may be 4, I might be wrong, but there's either 4 or 5 current chapters of story. So that is a ton of time being sunk in just to play through story mode. But yeah, I think that is probably my biggest gripe with the game. And one last thing that I do like about this game, I forgot to mention this earlier, and this is probably my biggest part that I like about this game, is how the units are handled. So if we go to, let's say Itachi, there's actually a skill tree for him as well. I'm not sure if these are character specific, I don't think they are, but there's like little perks you can unlock through leveling the characters up. So these are like really good. I do like the skill tree system, and that is probably like my best thing about this game. It's very unique, and I like the way it handles it. But yeah, that's basically some positives and negatives to Anime Last Stand. Overall, I think it's a decent game, but as I said, it can have a ton of improvements done to it if they want to make it even better. I feel like it could definitely benefit from a lot of those as well. But yeah, anyways, my verdict, I would still recommend you guys play it. It could be decent if you're just wanting to have a fun time with a cool tower defense game. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to comment if you want more Anime Last Stand videos or AWTD videos, as I have many more of both on the way. Without further ado, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. It's me, Mr. Mugma, signing off. Goodbye.